Hey, Tex, these horses are pretty tired. When are we going to make camp?
Oh, as soon as we cross the river, and then we'll be out of danger from both sides. You know, Lieutenant, I'm sure glad we're leaving civilization. It's getting too dangerous for a peace-loving man.
I run into some of them abolitionists once, but who's this feller John Brown that talks so much about?
Oh, as far as I know, he's just a dirty old windbag. In fact, he's just your type.
Either of you ever meet him?
No, but two of them fellas he killed at Osawatomie were friends of mine.
You mean Jim Doyle and Alan Wilkinson?
Yeah, and that's the reason I'd sure like to meet up with this here Mr. John Brown.
He's got no quarrel with people like you, Tex. You do much better to leave him alone.
Well, you can count me in anyhow. Even if he ain't harmed no friends of mine, I sure hate to miss a good fight.
Wagon train before. We aren't common highwaymen. You say we have a righteous cause, but this will bring the law down on us like a storm.
We recognize no law but the law of God. You will do as I command. Take your men back, Raider. Wait for my signal. Strangers.
Good morning. Are these Holliday's wagons?
That's right, sir.
My name is Smith, Jonathan Smith of Newton.
Oh, well, what can we do for you?
I believe you are carrying some freight consigned to me.
Oh, it might be. Have you got something to show for it?
I have this receipt from the shipper.
Come a long way with an empty wagon, haven't you, Mr. Smith? Newton's about 100 miles from here.
My home is in Newton, sir, but my place of business is much closer to the trail.
Oh, I see. I thought your horses looked pretty fresh.
Ain't cases of Bibles. That's right. Come on, Wyndham, we'll unpack these Bibles for the parson.
Jason, bring up your wagon.
Get that pack down. I gotta get them Bibles unpacked for the parson.
That's a funny thing. I've seen that fellow somewhere. It's the way it seems to me. It isn't the kind of a face you'd forget in a hurry. No. Wait a minute. I know. In some magazine, The Atlantic, I think. Well, then he's either from Boston or he's a missionary. No, it was something else.
Been a lot of bad trouble over across the river lately, Mr. Smith. That murdering skunk John Brown's on the loose again. Better keep your eye peeled for him.
Thank you. We shall.
This stuff sure is heavy for Bibles.
How would you know? You ain't never even saw one.
Just a minute. I'd like to see those Bibles.
There you are.
Put your hands up and keep them up.
You to make no move towards your gun. Bring up the other wagon. Now then, quickly with those other crates.
All right, get a move on there.
Only the ones marked Bibles. Hey, Chip. Look. Our friend Raider.
Well, this is a surprise. And a commission in the cavalry, too, huh?
I see you've got the commission you were after.
Do you know these men, Raider?
Yes, sir, very well. This one, Stuart, comes from a rich slave-owning family in Virginia. He called you a lying renegade once, and I jumped him for it.
John Brown. Him?
John Brown.
John Brown? I have nothing personal against you men, but I will deal harshly with any interference.
I might have known you'd wind up with this outfit.
Well, that's one of the troubles with the Army, Stuart. They don't teach you to think ahead. They do one smart thing. They teach you never to turn your back on an enemy without first making sure he's harmed.
Stop this. We'll not saddle ourselves with a killing just to satisfy your personal quarrels.
One more murder won't mark you any deeper than you are now, Mr. Brown.
I intend to be a marked man. Back to your horse, Raider. Back to your horses, all of you. I've given you fair warning. You can keep your heads or lose them as you wish. Move on.
So what was in those cases, George?
What?
Contraband, rifles and ammunition.
Gosh, then we've been delivering Bibles with triggers on them.
Let's take a chance.
Everybody, take cover and open fire.
Dismount! Take cover!
Come in the wagons and move back. We mustn't lose any more men. Get back!
They're getting away.
No, they're not. We're going after them.
Hey, wait a minute. The outnumber is 3 to 1.
Well, if it makes you nervous, don't count them. Come on.
Everybody mount and follow me. Everybody mount.
Come on, Shavetail. Here's where I get your medal.
Forward!
Get those wagons out of here! Come on! Quickly! Use your whip, Jason! Use your whip!
I couldn't help it. I didn't do anything.
All right, son. Nobody's going to hurt you. Who are you?
Jason Brown.
Brown. You one of John Brown's sons?
Yes, but I never did anything. He made me go along. I never killed anyone, I swear it. I'm getting out. I'm quitting. You've got to take me with you.
All right. Bring a horse up, George. Bring up the horses. Have to carry him back. The boy's badly hurt. It's his father's madness really striking home now. J.E.B, there's a purpose behind that madness. One that can't easily be dismissed. George, you've seen the needle on a compass, haven't you? It's got a whole card to swing around in, but it always wobbles back to the north. What are you driving at? Just this. I've always known where your sympathies lay, but it never affected our friendship, and it never will. But it isn't our job to decide who's right and who's wrong about slavery, any more than it is John Brown's. I guess you're right, J.E.B. I'm sorry.